Alright, well, we got the field, the grass field, tatted up. It's dry now. We're gonna hop in the Puma and get the baler. And kinda just wait for Richard to give us a call on the walkie. See what he has planned, because we're gonna harvest this potato field and we're also gonna bale up his straw today. I don't know what order we're gonna do things, but we'll get as much of this stuff baled as we can first before that happens. Get the baler unfolded and get to work. We're gonna just bale up all this hay. We're gonna be feeding our cows hay for the first little bit. The next cut of this will be wrapped, be made into silage. And when we harvest our corn, we're gonna put some of that into that TMR production that I bought. And then we just need some straw. Maybe, instead of charging him the $2,500 like we talked about, we will just charge him a percentage of the bales that we produce. That would be pretty good. Maybe like 6. I think 6 bales would be plenty. I don't know. We'll find out what he'd rather do here in a little bit. My worker is still going on plowing that cornfield that we harvested. I wonder if they're almost done. Probably check on them here in a little bit. Maybe we should see about investing into a flatbed trailer to haul stuff back and forth between mine and Rich's farm. I never needed one until now. I never had a reason to move my equipment around. Pretty much just lived here on the farm. We'll probably look at prices on flatbeds when we go into town a little later. Try and call up my rep, I suppose. Get a price on one of those. Well, my worker just called me on the walkie. He said he's done with the field completely and he's heading home for the day. That's good. I told him just to leave the Opal in the yard, just kind of park it wherever. We're going to be getting a power washer today. Oh, looks like he's already left it right there. Alright. Well, that's good. That's good. We'll get that cleaned up, put away for the next field that needs to get plowed. I think we're going to plow up all of our fields this year, just so we don't have to do it for a while. And corn, you have to plow up every year. Get those stalks back in the ground. Well, we're almost done baling our field here. I think when we're done with this, we'll look at flatbeds, see what we can afford, see what's within budget, and then we'll start taking our windrower, baler, and at least the Puma here. I'm pretty sure one of his tractors can run the windrower. And maybe we'll be getting some straw bales today. That's exciting. This pass marks the end of our baling for this harvest anyway. Get the bales unloaded. We'll go ahead and collect those later. Right now I want to call my rep and see what kind of flatbeds they have for our truck. Alright, it's been a little bit. Made a purchase and it's been delivered. We got ourselves a flatbed. I think the baler and the tractor will fit on this at least. We might have to come back for the windrower. That's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and hop in the truck, get it all hooked up, see if it's gonna work. Alright, looks like it's gonna work. Let's see if we can get the Puma and the baler on here. Well, I think that'll work just fine. Go ahead and get it strapped down, secured. Alright, that's ready for going to Rich's farm. Let's see if he's ready. Hey Rich, what are you doing? Over. Rich, come in. Over. What in blazes is he doing? He's not responding. Well, I guess this will be a perfect opportunity for me to look at power washers.
Hey Kurt, is that you?
Finally, son. What took you so long?
Sorry, I can get the Z radio.
Well, it seems to be working now. Are you ready to bale that straw up, or?
Yeah, I was just going over this potato field. Hey, maybe you can possibly help me with something on that as well.
Sure. What do you need?
Well, why don't you come on over? We'll bail up that straw and we can talk about it.
Oh, all right. I'll head over straight away. We did end up getting a power washer. They brought it right over. It was $4,500. It's the only model they had in stock. But it should work just fine. Well, I guess we're going to be heading over to Rich's field. Getting it baled up. We're taking the back roads to get it to his farm, since we do have a pretty oversized load. Don't want to be taking this through town. There it is. Field we're going to be baling. We're going to run back home and grab the tedder after I get the Puma unloaded. Where is he? He said he was doing the potatoes. I'll just get unloaded quick. And then we'll go find him. Alright, got it unloaded. Let's get the flatbed folded up. Get the truck turned off. Let's go see what he's doing. Oh my goodness! He was using the whole road as a turnaround?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what the road's for?
But not for tractors to turn. You have any sense of safety at all?
Yeah, let's not dawdle on my safety, huh?
All right, it looks like you're getting pretty good here. It's not harvesting as well as it should. You do have a lot of weeds still, but yeah, you're making some good progress here. I do need to run back home to grab the windrower, so you can keep doing this, but you had a question about harvesting these?
Well, you know what? We'll save it for that when you come back. It's nothing urgent.
Oh, alright, well I'll head back home, I'll grab my windrower, and I'll be right back. And try to not play in traffic anymore. God, I shouldn't have to tell him that. Playing in traffic is not a good idea. Alright, well let's get home and get that windrower. Actually, I wonder if the 4755 here can run to the baler. It might have the power. If that's the case, then... if that's the case. Get it? Well, all jokes aside, we could probably take the Puma back home with us and just grab the windrower so we can load up the trailer with just the baler and the windrower. I like that idea. I'm sure it can. I should probably go ask Richard how much horsepower that thing has. Hey, Rich.
Yeah, Kurt.
Do you have any idea how much power the 4755 has?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I can try to take a look here.
Yeah, if he has any documents laying around, because my thinking is I brought my own tractor to run my baler, but if your 4755 has enough power to run the baler, I can just make one trip with the windrower and the baler and take my tractor back with me. I'd like to know before I leave, though. So if you could see if you can find any documentation. I'll wait. Between 220, 230 horsepower.
No can do. Looking through the stuff here, and I think it only has 190.
All right, Rich. I've done my own research, and it turns out you are correct. It only has 190, so I doubt it'll be able to run the baler.
I'm just glad that I knew that I read that right.
Well,
a lot of this is fairly new to me, so
I'm very proud of
make
you.
sure that I'm getting my facts straight.
Look at that. Only been a farmer for a day, and you're outclassing me. I like it. Well, I'm sure his 4020 can handle the windrower just fine. Not much power to pull that thing around. We'll park the truck right here. Get the ramps lowered. I actually think the Opum's the closest tractor, so we'll just use this one to load it up with. Optum. It's called an Optum this whole time. I've been calling it the wrong name. Maybe I'm not as good a farmer as I think I am. Maybe Rich will outclass me sooner than later. Alright, let's get this thing backed up onto it. Steady. Steady. Erase. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And now we can go get the Optum washed. The Optum, not the Opum. Optum. Well, the power washer seems to work just fine. At least that's one thing going right today. That's for sure. That is one shiny, clean tractor. Let's get it put away. I think that leaves me enough space to get attached to the grain trailer before the tractor if I need to. But let's go ahead and get the windrower strapped down. That should work just fine. And let's get back over to Rich's place. Alright, we made it here in one piece. We got it unstrapped. We're going to need to get a tractor to take it off of the trailer for us. Let's get the Puma hooked back up to the baler, since we are going to be needing it. And we'll ask him what he wants to use. Does he want to row it, or does he want to bale it? Oh, we need to ask him if he's okay with us taking some straw bales instead of cash for payment. Richard, I'm back.
Hey, Kurt.
Hey. So, I got the windrower. I didn't bring another tractor for that, so we're going to need either the 4020 or the 4755 to run that. And I have a couple of questions for you.
Lay it on me.
Alright, question one. Do you want to row or do you want to bale?
Well, now I have a question for you. Which one's easier for a guy who's never done either?
I'd say windrowing is easier. Less mechanical doohickeys to deal with.
Alright, less mechanical doohickey sounds like a winner.
Alright, so we're gonna need to get the potato harvester detached. We'll need your 4020. Perfect, perfect. Look at you, you're a natural. Also, so my second question. Before, I said if you paid me $2,500 cash, I'd help you do this. But how about instead we do a little favor for a favor?
What do you have in mind?
Well, depending on how many bales you get off of this field, I would like some for myself. See, I just built a new TMR mixing station, and I didn't plant any crops that need straw, or that leave straw behind that I can bale. And I need that for the total mixed ration to feed my cows. So that's a huge oversight on my part. But I'd say if you give me, say, 6 bales instead of the 2,500. How's that sound? Are you deep in thought about this, or?
Whoops. Keep forgetting to hit that button. It should be a problem. I should be able to produce 6 bales.
Looking at it, we should get way more than 6. Or do you want to just do a percentage instead?
Why don't we see how many bales we can produce first?
Yeah, good call. I'm sounding like a fool. Alright, so if you want to bring your 4020 up here, I got my truck here, windrower's on the trailer, or do you want me to do it?
I gotta back it up onto that.
Yeah, you gotta back it up onto the ramps, up the ramps, attach the windrower to your tractor. You got this. You got this. Look at you. Look at you go. You're a natural. It's in your blood.
You know, this might be a whole lot easier if I had a whole road to turn around in, huh?
You're not wrong, but your life expectancy drastically goes up while you don't drive in the road. Okay, stop, 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 stop. Alright, now you should be able to just attach to it. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Now just drive straight off. Don't turn. You'll fall off the trailer.
Yeah. This is definitely the easiest part. I'm gonna let you put this back on the trailer.
That's fine. And I'll just have you go off. You can figure out the buttons. There's only a couple of switches for it. One to unfold it and one to lower it. And I'll follow you. I'll be right behind you. Look at this. Green and red working together.
That's a hefty machine you got there, both of them. All of it. Where do you get, machines like these?
Well, there is a dealership in town. I can give you my representative's name if you'd like. But yeah, this equipment isn't cheap. It's taken years for me to build the farm up to where it is today. Looks like you got it figured out there.
Is it supposed to be doing that?
Absolutely. Better get mine unfolded as well, ready to go.
Does it just turn on automatically?
This machine actually doesn't have any like power to it. It just has the hydraulic system. See, when you drive, the rakes like rotate by themselves, and it'll leave a nice big wheel just like that. Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Wow, that's really neat.
Looks like we have a hay bale that I'm gonna have to take home with me. Back up, give him some space. See if he'll figure it out. Looks like he's got it. Looks like he's got it. Very good, very good. He's doing a fine job. Like he's having some trouble figuring out where he needs to go. Don't go into the water. You're doing a really good job. You sure this is your first time?
I guarantee it. Now, this is going to be a silly question, Kurt, but what do we do with the bales after they're out there in the field?
Oh, you have a pallet fork for your front loader, don't you?
I believe so, maybe?
I do remember seeing it. Unless we're both wrong. But I'm pretty sure you do. But yeah, we use that, stack them up, get them put away. Alright, I kind of take back what I said about him doing such a good job. He's zigging and zagging all over the place. Looking like we're almost done with this job.
Yeah, about time.
What? This hasn't taken very long at all. All these city kids. Instant gratification. I want it done now. Alright. I think I can pick up the rest of the straggly bits without the windrower, but I'll let him play with it for a little longer. Get used to it. No, I don't think we have enough to finish what's in the baler. I'll go ahead and get this stuff dumped out here. And I was baling hay right before we came here, so we did get one hay bale that I'm going to have to take home with me. But let's go ahead and do a quick count. I count 8. Yeah, that's not nearly as many as I thought we would get, but they are the big bales, so how about I take 3 of them? Does that work for you?
Listen, since you were willing to lowball yourself, I'll let you take 4.
The thing is, my bale wagon only holds 3. So I'd just rather not make 2 trips. 3 will be fine. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that.
Hey, no, I appreciate the help. Really. That's the straw what just sat there.
Alright, so I'm going to hop in your 4755. Are the keys in it?
Yeah, they should be in there.
Ugh, this cab, it's so small. Go ahead and leave the bucket out here. We're gonna go look for the pallet fork. I'm gonna go look for the pallet fork in the barn. I'm sure it's there. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up that hay bale, throw it on the trailer. And you said you wanted me to load up the windrower?
Yeah, I just feel more comfortable. It was way easy getting it off the trailer, but putting it back on, I really don't want to.
Alright, I appreciate that. It's good to know your limits. Got me through his potatoes a little bit, hope he doesn't mind. Bale. And let's go get it put on the very front of the trailer. I left my truck running the whole time, just burning diesel. My father would be very disappointed in me. Throw a strap over it, a couple of them, boom, that bale's not going anywhere. Alright, do you have a place where you'd like to store these bales? You want me to just throw them straight into the pig pen? You want to try to do it yourself? What are you planning on doing with them?
I mean, honestly, I was probably just going to throw them straight into the pig pen, so that way, when we get the hogs, it'll already be there, I won't have to move them around.
Alright, good call. Well, let me back this thing up onto the trailer.
You're pretty smooth with that.
It's not my first rodeo. Alright, well, I'll turn off your 4755. Keys are still in the ignition. You keep doing whatever you need to do. I'll be back for my other tractor, my Puma, and my baler. And I'll swing by later to pick up the bales, if that's alright with you.
Yeah, sounds great. Again, I appreciate it, Kurt.
Alright, I'll come back and help you load up your potatoes as well. We'll get that harvested. He's a nice kid and he's picking up fast. Learning how things work. Learning what switches do what buttons do what to press, what not to press. He's a good kid. I keep calling him kid. He's only probably a couple years younger than I am. I've just been doing this my whole life. I wonder what he did in the city. Maybe that's a question I'll have for him next time. 3 bales should get us pretty far with our TMR mixture, though. Each bale was, I have it set to the biggest. I think it's 9,000 liters of straw. Yeah, that should do pretty well. Go pretty far. We do have a field of alfalfa growing too. We'll hay that up as well. We're gonna have hay for probably the next couple of years, actually. We could probably sell some of it. Alright, I'm gonna get this under cover. We'll go ahead and use the skid steer. Get it taken care of. This thing doesn't really have too many uses on the farm, but moving 1 bale off of a trailer, that's definitely something we can do. Yeah, like it was built for this kind of stuff. Alright, got that put over there in the corner. Right there. Get the skid steer put back. And we'll get the windrower taken care of. We'll just use the Maxim. We'll use it to go get the bales too. I didn't lower the ramps. Oh no, silly goose. Get those ramps lowered. Perfect. We'll get the windrower put back where we got it. Everything has its place in here. Not a very big shed. We do have a lot of equipment. Perfect. Alright. Let's get this attached to our bale wagon. I just call it a wagon. It's a little auto-stacking bale trailer. We'll be taking this over there to pick up our straw. Get this put out of the way so we can get the baler put away. Alright. 4-stack Arcusian, however you want to pronounce it. It only holds 3 bales. It's nothing major, but it is. We don't have too many bales to move at any given time. Alright, back to Richards we go. There's the alfalfa field. Here's one of the corn fields we have planted. It's almost ready. Really, really is. Looks like he went back to harvesting his potatoes. I still see the 4755 sitting there. Alright, we'll just get the ramps lowered here. That should be fine. Let's get in the Puma, get it loaded up, get it back home. Rich, how are things coming along over here?
You know, they were going good. They were going real good. Let me just say, it happens, right?
What?
Do you know if the dealership has any fuel transportation tanks?
Fuel transportation tanks? Probably. They have pretty much anything. You ran out of gas out in the field? Is that what happened?
I absolutely ran out of gas out in the field.
Diesel. You ran out of diesel.
I did. I ran out of diesel.
Well, let me look through... Well, let me call my rep. See what they have in stock right now.
I'll probably invest in, getting a fuel tank out here.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, he does say he has a couple of different styles in stock. The cheaper one is going to be $4,000. Is that something you can afford right now?
$4,000?
Yeah, it's a pretty big tanker, and it if you clean it out, you can use it for more than just gas. You can use it for water. If you ever plan on getting greenhouses, you can use it for moving around milk if you get cows. I don't think you have that in your future, but
I mean, I guess if that's what he's got.
or alternately, I did just get my Puma loaded up. We can get that unloaded. We can push your tractor onto the flatbed, and I can just take it into town, get it fueled up for you. How's that sound?
I mean, we can always do that. I'm gonna need the tanker anyways. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting a fuel tank out here, so that way I don't have to go into town all the time. But, well, what do you think?
I think right now, if you're strapped for cash, just let me do this one for you. It'll be just a solid. All right.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You just gotta help push. And you're also gonna pay for the fuel. All right, I'm gonna be backing up. Are you clear?
Yep, you're good to go.
All right. Get the ramps folded up. Get this taken down to the tractor. I assume is in the potato field. I'm going to be driving over your potatoes. Is that going to be okay? No. No, I don't think I'll have to. Unless you want to push it out of the field. Yeah. We'll just do that. Oh, it's not. Alright, well, let's get it detached from this harvester.
Yeah, I got it detached.
You do? Okay, perfect. We're gonna have to push it forward, and then get it turned, and push it backwards. Alright, you want to get in and steer for this first little bit? Alright. Right, ready? You're gonna steer right, okay? Alright, perfect. Now you're going to crank this wheel all the way to the other way. Got it? Alright. Now I'm going to ask you to get out and push. We're going straight back. Oh. Right. It's going well. You're doing great. Now I'm going to have to ask you to get out and help me push it straight back. Ready? Push. Go. 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 You're doing great. You're doing absolutely great. Alright, now we're gonna throw some straps on it. I'll run it into town. I'll get it back to you in a jiffy.
Hey, I really appreciate it.
Alright. It's coming out of your pocket though. I'm not paying for the fuel. What a rookie mistake on his part. Not paying attention to his fuel level. He's been out there harvesting all morning. It's already noon. Alright, we've made it here to the fuel station. Let's pull up to the pumps here. Get it opened up.
Oh, yeah, I got the charge on my debit card for the $160 in diesel.
$160 to fill that tank? Alright. I wonder if there's any other miscellaneous spending I should do while I have his card. No. It's fun to think about, but I would never do that. Let's get this little guy unloaded and back to the field. Oh, there you go. All fueled up, ready to go. You learn how to use that bucket?
Yeah, I didn't really gather a whole lot
Well, it looks like you got the hang of it.
though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of.
Alright, well, I'm going to get my Puma home. I'm going to come by with my other tractor, get those bales, and then I'll help you pick up those potatoes.
Hey, I really appreciate it.
We'll make a farmer out of you yet. I wonder if there's a bucket I can get for the skid steer to help him pick up those potatoes. Or maybe he wants to rent something. I don't know. I don't know what he has planned. We'll talk about it though. But let's go ahead and get the Puma unloaded, get the baler put away. Get everything back in its place and go pick up those bales. Perfect. Right where it belongs. And the Puma's right back where it belongs. Now, let's go hop into Maxim. Oh, I need to find a place for this flatbed now, huh? I think right here in the shade will be just fine. Mighty fine fleet of machines we got here. Alright, to the Maxim. I should really get a brush cutter out here and get these bushes taken care of. That's a job for another day. This trip is going to take a little bit. These tractors aren't the fastest things. So we're both kind of beat. How about after I take these bales home, we meet up in town and just, like, have lunch?
Yeah, I think that sounds real nice.
Alright, I'm about halfway to your place with my loader right now. We've both been working all morning. What are you fancying right now?
You know, that's actually really funny because I was just telling myself a little while ago, it's too bad that this wasn't a cow farm because I can really go for a steak.
What? Alright, well, I don't think there's any steakhouses in Alma. But I don't think, I mean, there's definitely no steakhouses in Alma. But there is a pizza shop. You want to go grab a couple slices?
You know what? Sounds good to me.
Alright, well, I'm pulling into your property right now. Alright, Let's get these bales loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 of them. Alright, I got my 3 bales. I'm going to take these home, get them put in my production, and I'll meet you in town at the pizza place. How's that sound?
Hey, it sounds good. I'm just gonna
Try to get a couple more rows of potatoes and all that in.
How much progress are you making?
Well, I'm almost done with harvesting.
Almost done with harvesting. Alright. I think... Are you going to be doing potatoes regularly?
Probably, yeah, because it... Yeah, probably.
Alright, how about this next year? We focus on whatever you need for the rest of your recipe. And we'll see how far these potatoes go. They won't be an annual thing. Maybe biannually. Or I'm sure that there are other potato farmers in the area that will sell them to you. So you don't need to worry about harvesting them ever. It just depends on what you prefer to do as a farmer, right? It's your farm now, it's not your grandpa's.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see, you know, how the flow of everything goes.
Alright, I'm pulling up to my farm now. Better leave for the pizza shop. I'll meet you in town.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll be there.
Alright, made it home. I'm gonna drop these off at the production. They can just sit in the bins. Should be sanitary in there. Shouldn't grow mold or anything. Absolutely perfect. This little thing works wonders. I'll just put this in the garage over here. I gotta meet him in town. We'll finish it this afternoon. Picking up those hay bales. That's what we're gonna finish this afternoon. Get all locked up, hop in the truck, head to the pizza shop. I'll just park in the shop here. It just dawned on me, you probably don't know where the pizza shop is.
I did put it into my GPS. I just didn't realize how far away I was.
Alright, well, it's right across the street from the dealership, so while we're here we can browse the catalog and see if there's anything that you want to look towards getting to the farm. I could have sworn there was a bench around here somewhere. Maybe there's one across the street. I'll just sit on the steps, wait for him. That him? Oh my goodness. He definitely drives like he's from the city. Oh my goodness. Oh, you just took out that man's legs. Sorry, he's new here. Well, is it your first time driving? What's with the Mustang, too? You really are from the city.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only thing in my old life that I brought with me, so...
Well, judging by the color scheme here, I don't know, maybe New Holland tractor brands will tickle your fancy. They have the same kind of color scheme. But here we are, Ciao Bella, best pizza in town. And I'm not saying that because it's the only pizza in town.